It will probably get worse. 90 Day Fiancé stars baby hospitalized for shocking health issue. Jasmine Pineda shockingly reveals 90 Day Fiancé star who tried to deport her by calling immigration. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. A well-loved 90 Day Fiancé cast member revealed a heartbreaking update about their baby's struggle with a severe health issue, which has led to hospitalization. This year, multiple couples from 90 Day Fiancé welcomed babies into their families. Jasmine Pineda and her friend, Matt Brannis, welcomed their daughter Matty in March 2025. Around the same time, David Toborowski and Annie Suwan joyfully welcomed their daughter Minthira. Minthira holds a special place in David and Annie's hearts, as they had been contemplating having a child for nearly 8 years and finally succeeded through an IVF procedure. David recently shared some updates about his daughter, Minthira, who is currently hospitalized in Thailand, fighting respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, an infection affecting the lungs and respiratory tract. Minthira is currently hospitalized in Thailand, fighting respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, an infection affecting the lungs and respiratory tract. David shared a picture of Annie holding their daughter, who was wearing an oxygen mask. He began by thanking fans for their prayers during this challenging time. David added, "The doctor said that it will probably get worse before it gets better." A well-loved 90 Day Fiancé cast member revealed a heartbreaking update about their baby's struggle with a severe health issue, which has led to hospitalization. This year, multiple couples from 90 Day Fiancé welcomed babies into their families. Jasmine Pineda and her friend, Matt Brannis, welcomed their daughter Matty in March 2025. Around the same time, David Toborowski and Annie Suwan joyfully welcomed their daughter Minthira. Minthira holds a special place in David and Annie's hearts, as they had been contemplating having a child for nearly 8 years and finally succeeded through an IVF procedure. David recently shared some updates about his daughter Minthira, who is currently hospitalized in Thailand, fighting respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, an infection affecting the lungs and respiratory tract. Minthira is currently hospitalized in Thailand, fighting respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, an infection affecting the lungs and respiratory tract. David shared a picture of Annie holding their daughter, who was wearing an oxygen mask. He began by thanking fans for their prayers during this challenging time. David added, "The doctor said that it will probably get worse before it gets better." Medical staff have been regularly clearing phlegm and mucus from Minthira's lungs while administering medication and oxygen every 4 hours. David mentioned that Minthira had been eating well and no longer had a fever. He described his experience at the hospital as having some good moments and not so good moments. David also expressed his gratitude to Annie, noting she is not just a mum, but a strong woman. According to David, Minthira successfully spent her first night in the hospital with only 4 more nights to go. In a preview of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Jasmine Pineda revealed who reported her to the immigration authorities in an attempt to have her deported from the United States. Jasmine left her home in Panama to move to the United States in early 2023 to marry Gino Palazzolo. Although the couple got married, they continued to face challenges in their relationship, particularly related to intimacy. After marriage counseling, they decided to explore an open marriage, but it ended up doing more harm than good. Jasmine became pregnant with her partner Matt Brannis. As a result, Gino kicked her out of their house in 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Season 9. Jasmine, now estranged from her American husband Gino, fears the danger of deportation. The official 90 Day Fiancé page shared a sneak peek of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 9. In the video, Jasmine is seen on a call with Gino's cousin, Dana's wife, Michelle. During the conversation, she tearfully says, "Gino just called me to tell me that he already went to immigration, so I get deported." The following scene shows Jasmine and Matt discussing the possibility of her deportation, with Matt expressing his fear and saying, "I don't want nothing to happen." He adds, "I'm scared just like you are." Our take on Gino reporting Jasmine to immigration. Gino likely wanted to hurt Jasmine. If Gino's complaint is taken seriously, Jasmine's future in the United States is at risk. She could face deportation, lose her green card status, and be forced to return to her home country. However, it's also possible that Gino simply lied about reporting Jasmine to immigration out of spite. Since Jasmine is still in the country, it's uncertain whether she was actually reported. While Gino may not be the best husband, it seems unlikely he would stoop to such levels of pettiness. Hopefully, the upcoming episodes of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After will shed light on Jasmine's potential deportation. 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Season 9 airs on Sundays at 8 p.m. EDT on TLC. Nevertheless, the couple shockingly returned for 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. They got married and confirmed in the tell-all that they are still together. Yet the two just made it clear that their marriage is already on thin ice. "We are still trying our best. We have problems, a lot of ups and downs. But we love each other. I hope she loves me," he shared in the June 25th episode. Shakina also chimed in and gave some added context behind their big relationship step. She also explained why their on-camera wedding weirdly took place on a bed. "He had been married before and we just thought we could, live forever, happy together without having that commitment. But with the K-1 visa, of course, we had to, so it was something that scared both of us and we're most comfortable in bed. It's the least scary place for us. We thought, why don't we make this less scary and do it in bed?" Fiancé. Is Mahdi Al-Saadi right to question Stevie Nicole's honesty about her sexuality? As 90 Day Fiancés Mahdi Al-Saadi and Stevie Nicole prepare for marriage, they are navigating some serious trust issues that could throw a wrench in their plans. Stevie, who hails from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, is an artist who supports herself by teaching online English classes. She met Mahdi when he was one of her students, and the two fell in love despite cultural differences. Mahdi lived in Tehran, Iran, before making the move to Mississippi to marry Stevie. Mahdi was taken aback by Stevie's nude paintings because they were a stark contrast to his upbringing in Iran. He wasn't accustomed to the American way of flaunting sexuality and body positivity. This was just one of the many culture shocks Mahdi was experiencing. He was raised in such a restrictive culture that he could never return to his home country simply because of his choice to appear on a television show. Mahdi couldn't understand Stevie's fascination with the female body. He was startled when he met Stevie's friend and learned she had modelled nude for Stevie in person. Mahdi started to suspect Stevie was bisexual, which was something that was forbidden in his culture. He seemed unsure of how to handle his anxiety, so he confronted Stevie with his suspicions. She felt interrogated by his questions about her sexuality and refused to put a label on herself. Unfortunately, Stevie didn't appear entirely sympathetic to Mahdi's position. She felt interrogated by his questions about her sexuality and refused to put a label on herself. Stevie didn't seem to grasp that denying him a clear answer only made his concerns grow. While Stevie has a right to speak about her sexuality on her terms, her later actions suggest she may have a habit of avoiding the truth. The conversation about Stevie's sexuality isn't the first time she's been shown to dance around the truth on 90 Day Fiancé. As she prepared for Mahdi's long-awaited arrival in the United States, she admitted her family knew nothing about her relationship. Stevie was anxious to tell her father about her impending marriage, but she knew she was running out of time. Her father was shocked to learn Stevie was in a serious relationship that she'd kept hidden from him. After Mahdi shared his concerns about Stevie's sexuality with his friend Saeed confronted her in search of some clarification. He brought up Stevie's reluctance to tell her family about Mahdi and asked if she was trying to hide him from her family. Saeed believed Stevie had a habit of keeping a secret until the very last second, and that's just to make everybody behave in the way she likes. That makes me think there are also other things that she's hiding from Mahdi. Stevie claimed that Mahdi's visa process was approved faster than she expected, and she'd anticipated having more time to tell her family about him. But this doesn't explain why she never told her family about Mahdi up until that point either. Stevie seems to avoid telling the truth until it's necessary, which makes it understandable why Mahdi questions her honesty. Stevie's response to Saeed's questioning didn't offer a lot of confidence in her willingness to have an open line of communication. She insisted she had sacrificed just as much as Mahdi had for their relationship, adding, "One, I don't really let people close to me, ever." This explains Stevie's lack of honesty and suggests she's not used to the level of openness marriage requires. She prefers to keep everybody at arm's length, which isn't conducive to having a healthy relationship. Stevie doesn't seem to appreciate that her standoffish behaviour is causing Mahdi to doubt not only her honesty, but also her commitment to him. She doesn't feel she owes him or his loved ones any more information than she deems necessary. Unfortunately, while Stevie and Mahdi could have a bright future together, their chances could be dashed by her refusal to open up to him. As their window for getting married winds down, this might be one 90-day fiancé couple who never even makes it to the altar. Ammani Lassi, the 90-day fiancé Season 11 star, who has made controversial headlines for being a throuple on the show, is now again in the light for the work she has done on her body and face. Recently, the 90-day fiancé star got a rhinoplasty done, which is commonly called a nose job. However, she does not seem to be happy and took to her Instagram to showcase the results and the changes that came along with it. She uploaded 2 pictures side by side that featured the before and after of her surgeries and how the nose has changed through it all. However, Ammani does not seem to be happy with the procedure and warns her fans against it. Writing along the photo, Ammani said, "Side-by-side comparison, tip dropped a little, face looking more like myself. Bottom line, be patient, every month is big milestone. It's long process, it's why. I advise against rhinoplasty and try to educate." Then in the next story, 90-day fiancé's Ammani expressed how the healing journey has been particularly tough on her, and that is why she advises against the same. Penning down her opinion, she wrote, 3 months post-op. Hate the healing process. Working on loving myself a little more every day. Love your natural beautiful noses for me. 90-day fiancé star Ammani Lassi reveals details about her other surgeries. The rhinoplasty is not the first surgery or an artificial cosmetic procedure that Ammani had gotten done, however. She said that before starring on 90-day fiancé's Season 11, she had also tried the popular Ozempic, and it gave her the slimmer face and body that is often seen among celebrities who also go through the same medication. The semaglutide was injected into her 6 months before filming the series, but it made her hate food and really sick. However, the effects were temporary because, as soon as the injections were taken off, her hunger came back and she ate twice as what she used to before. As for her rhinoplasty or the nose job, Ammani advises against the same and said that she regrets ever going through the procedure as her natural nose was perfectly fine. She also revealed getting 2 breast augmentations that included implants and a lift. She went through liposuction for body fat removal and then buccal fat removal on the face as well. Her mid-cheekbone was lifted along with a fox eye surgery and eyebrow lift and upper blepharoplasty. Answering the question as to why Ammani got all these surgeries done on her face, the 90-day fiancé star said that she was really afraid of getting old. She has been staring at images on social media and then started comparing herself to them, which was the root cause of the insecurity inside of her. I hate to admit it, but I'm really afraid of getting old. And that is why I think these surgeries fix something that is inevitable, but it really don't fix it. It's just temporary. New episodes of 90 Day Fiancé release every week on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC. Later, they can be watched online via TLC Go.